Hey besties, relieved face. This is a late Christmas special. You guys chose in the poll Bokuaka, so here it is. Ugh, procrastination is life, distraught face with tightly closed eyes. Also, I want to thank this amazing person for suggesting this idea. Onto the video. Bokuaka's first Christmas as a couple. In which Bokuaka are a new couple and it's their first Christmas together. Akashi was walking to the gym for his last practice before Christmas. He was quite early, but he didn't care. He wanted to practice his sets so he can become a better setter for Bokuto. On his way to the gym he heard a muffled sound. It sounds like someone was calling him. He stopped walking, trying to understand if his name is being called or not. Now he could hear the voice better. As soon as he figured out who it was, he turned around. And when he saw the person who was running towards him, he smiled. Hey. Agashki. Bokuto reached Akashi and he was now hugging him. Hey Bokuto-san. What are you doing here? I thought practice is starting in an hour. Bokuto took a step back from the hug. Well. He put his hand behind his neck and rubbed it slightly. I wanted to do some extra practice before Christmas. I want to become the #1 spiker in Japan. And in order to do that I have to practice. What about you? I'm here to practice as well. How about we practice together? Sure Kashi. Akashi giggled. Let's go. They practiced for an hour. Akashi practiced his sets and Bokuto on his spikes. They really are the best duo. Akashi knows how to cheer up Bokuto from his emo mood and Bokuto knows how to make Akashi smile. They know how to get the best out of each other on and off the court. After practice they said their goodbye and Merry Christmas to their teammates and left the gym. Hey Bo, do you want to take a walk with me? Sure. They walked around their town, until they came to a bridge overlooking a river. Suddenly Bokuto stopped, leaned on the railing and said, "Wow, it's beautiful." As he said it, he looked at Akashi, as if he was pointing it at him when he said it. Akashi couldn't help but blush at the sight of Bokuto. The wind ruffling his hair, his little red nose, the big smile that's plastered on his lips. Man, Akashi was whipped. Yes it is. Now Akashi was leaning on the railing too. They stayed like that for a little while, letting their eyes soak up the magical sight that is in front of them. Hey Kaa Bo. They said in sync. They looked at each other and laughed. Haha, what is it Kawaii? No you id, okay, you can go first. Okay so. Bokuto was trying to look at everything except Akashi's eyes. He was blushing slightly, not because of the freezing cold but because of the embarrassment. He was scared that Akashi will say no to what he is going to ask. Hey Bo. Akashi reached his hand toward Bokuto's face, making the other one blush even more. It's okay if you don't want to tell me. No, it's just. He took a deep breath. Do you want to go out with me this Saturday? This Saturday? Isn't it like Christmas? Yeah, that's exactly my point. But you don't have to if you don't want to. He made a dismiss motion with his hands. No, I'd love to. I was actually meaning to ask you the same thing. Bokuto was now smiling brightly. Really? Yes, Bokuto-san. Bokuto was so excited that he hugged Akashi with full force, which almost made them to fall. Oh sorry. He took a step back, their faces still close. Both of them looking into each other's eyes, both with sparkling eyes and blushed faces. They looked at each other for a long moment, not wanting this moment to ever end. Hey Kashi? He said without taking his eyes off Akashi's. Yes, Bokuto-san? Can I kiss you? Akashi was now blushing like crazy, hoping the other one can't see the blush because of the late time. Why yes. Their lips touched. It was a soft and tender kiss. A one that was full of love. Bokuto was the first to back down after a long moment. Let's get you home, it's starting to get cold. Bokuto walked Akashi to his house on the snowy streets. You can already feel the Christmas spirit in the air. Saturday morning. 8 a.m. Akashi was woken up by the noises of little kids playing outside. The birds were whistling and little rays of sun could have been seen through the curtains. It was a beautiful day indeed. He woke up from bed to brush his teeth and do his morning routine. After he did what he had to do, He went downstairs to his parents in the dining room, eating breakfast. Good morning, Mom, Dad. He yawned and rubbed his eyes, trying to get the sleepiness out of them. Good morning, Kiji. Good timing, honey. We just sat down. Come eat with us. Good morning, son. They ate in silence until Akashi's mom spoke up. So, do you have any plans for tonight? Tonight? Yes, it's Christmas Eve. No, it's tomorrow. No, it's tonight. Akashi looked at the date that was written on his dad's newspaper and his eyes went blank. Nononononobo, how could I forget it's today? He got up from his sit, said excuse me and ran upstairs to his room. So, should we take it as a yes? Not even a minute later and Akashi came back down to his parents with a hand on the back of his head. So, I have a date tonight. Oh, is it with young Kotaro? Yes, Dad. Where are you going? I actually don't know. He said it's a surprise. When are you leaving? 7 p.m. Okay. 6:37 p.m. Mom, have you seen my blue sweater? I can't find it anywhere. Have you checked the laundry? Yes, it's not there. Akashi fell on his bed. He has nothing to wear. He took out all of his clothes in the closet, tried on everything, and still didn't find the right shirt. Either it was too festive or too casual. Or it just didn't fit the pants. The pants. Yeah, the pants are the problem. So he took out all of his clothes and tried again. Yep, he is definitely going to be late. 6:57 p.m. After a long time of Akashi trying all of his clothes, he has found something that satisfied him. He took a quick glance at the mirror again to make sure that he looks fine and went downstairs. Hey mom ho. When he came downstairs he saw his parents talking with Bokuto. Bokuto had a big grin on his face when he saw Akashi. He looked absolutely perfect. Oh, hey, what are you doing here? Well. He stood up. I came here a little early and your mom saw me waiting outside so she let me in. Why didn't you call me when you arrived? There was no need to. Your parents kept me a good company. Plus I heard you had trouble finding your sweater, so I thought it will be better not interrupt you. Well, that's embarrassing. Akashi blushed and looked away. Well, we need to leave now if we don't want to be late. Late for what? You'll see, winking face. Merry Christmas, Mr. and Mrs. Akashi. He bowed whilst saying it. Have fun, kids. They left. So, where are we going? You'll see when we get there. They walked for a solid 10 minutes until they arrived to an ice rink. The ice rink was outside and around it were a lot of Christmas decorations. It was a beautiful sight. An ice rink? Akashi looked at him petrified. Yep. Bokuto started to walk towards the ice rink when suddenly he felt a hand on his wrist. Bokuto-san, I can't skate. Me neither. I guess we'll learn together. What do you mean you can't skate? Don't worry, we'll be fine. Now come on. Okay. They approached to the man in the ticket booth and rented 2 skating shoes. They tied their shoes and entered the rink. Here goes nothing. To say that the couple first tries were awful is an understatement. Each of Akashi's legs went to a different direction until he couldn't take it anymore and fell. And Bokuto, he accidentally used too much strength and flew to the other side to the rink and fell straight on his ass. After a couple of unsuccessful tries they finally succeeded to stay on the ice for more than 5 seconds. There is no need to say that everyone who was there looked at them like they are crazy, but they didn't care. They were having fun and it's all that matters. Kashi, look, I'm skating. Bokuto was indeed skating, but a little too fast toward Akashi, who was still struggling to stand. Hey Bokuto-san, watch out. Boom. They collided. Which made them fall on the ice. Bokuto was now on top of Akashi and Akashi's back was leaning against the railing. They looked at each other and laughed. After a long moment of laughing, Akashi's ass was starting to get cold. Bo, my ass is getting cold. Oh yeah, right. He tried to stand up only to fall again on the ice. Here, try to hold the railing. Akashi was now standing up and was offering his hand to Bokuto. Thanks. They were both standing up now, Bokuto holding Akashi tight and Akashi holding the railing like his life is depending on it. Well, it kinda was. Hey. Bokuto was leaning closer to Akashi. He was close enough so he can whisper. Want to grab some hot chocolate? Yes please. I'm cold. Okay, let's get out of here then. After they returned the skate shoes, they walked a little until they came to a lit cafe at the end of a street. They entered the cafe. It was small, minimum decorations, and it had a little even so that their guests will be warm. There were not many people in there, so it saw quite just up to the couple's liking. When Bokuto opened the door, a lit bell could be heard and they were greeted by an old, nice-looking lady. Hey there. Hello. Is there anything I could do for you? Yes. They walked closer to the counter so the lady could hear them better. We would like 2 hot chocolates please. Akashi looked at Bokuto. And one of them with extra cream. Bokuto smiled wildly. Take a sit, your order will be ready soon. They chose a little table next to the heater at the end of the cafe so they can have some privacy. After a minute the lady came to their table with 2 mugs of hot chocolate. Here you go. I'm guessing that the extra cream is for you? She looked at Bokuto. Yes ma'am, thank you. They both took their cups, put their both hands on it to catch some of the warmth of the hot liquid. After a long moment of silence, Akashi spoke up. Thank you for today. He took his eyes off his mug and looked up at Bokuto. I had a great time. I'm glad you enjoy, but we still have one more stop to do. He said and took a big sip out of his hot chocolate, which left him a mustache from the cream. Akashi laughed. His boyfriend was a real charmer on his own way. Although he is a bit childish, but Akashi finds it adorable. You have some cream on your face. Oh. Bokuto looked at the little mirror that was hanging on the wall and laughed as well. After that he licked his cream mustache off his face. So. Akashi took a sip out of his mug too. What did you mean when you said that this is not our last stop? Is there more? Yet. He checked out the time in his phone. It showed 9:30. But we still have some time until then. They talked and drank their drinks. When they were done, they went to the nice lady, paid her, said goodbye and left. They were outside again walking to their last destination. While they were walking, snow started to fall. It was cold, so Akashi came closer to Bokuto and drew their hands together so he can get a little warmer, plus he just wanted to. After 5 minutes they arrived to their city center, and which had a big Christmas tree in it. Wow. It's beautiful. I know, right? It was a really beautiful sight. The big Christmas in the center, the Christmas decorations, the snowflakes on it, the little kids running and playing with their friends. Hey, let's sit on this bench. I want to give you something. Okay. When they sat on the bench, Bokuto took a silver bracelet with little owls on it. Merry Christmas, Kashi. Akashi looked at the bracelet in disbelief. What happened? You don't like it? I can return it if you want to. No, it's not that. I do like it. Then what happened? It's just. I bought you the exact same one. He took an exact same bracelet out of his pocket. Bokuto looked at him and laughed. I guess we are coordinated with each other. Here, give me yours and I'll give you mine. They exchanged the bracelets. Bokuto wore Akashi his bracelet and Akashi wore Bokuto the one he bought for him. Look, now we're matching. Yeah, we are. Akashi leaned his head on Bokuto's shoulder. What time is it? 10:29 p.m. Why? Oh, it's about to start. What's about to start? Just as he finished talking, fireworks lit up the sky. Green and red filled the sky with all kind of Christmas drawings. Wow. They both looked up to look at the sky, to look at the beautiful fireworks. Only that Akashi noticed something else above them. It was a mistletoe. It hung on a wire between light poles that were next to the bench. Hey Bo, look. He pointed at the mistletoe. Oh. Akashi was now fully sitting next to Bokuto, looking at him. The fireworks still in the air, reflecting their light in each other's eyes. He leaned closer to Bokuto, Bokuto completing the gap between them. Their lips met for a soft, passionate, loving kiss. Merry Christmas, Bo. Merry Christmas, Kashi. Finn. Sorry for all the mistakes in the video. Distraught face with tightly closed eyes. Hole. Woman walking. Thanks for watching, White Heart.